So I am aware this channel focuses on cinematography stuff, photography. At the other hand, okay, also talks about product reviews. So when I get my hands on something, an item, a device, gadget, anything, it's also my duty or my responsibilities to put those type of videos on the channel. Someone might be watching this video, he will be like, okay, but Vimy says that the channel is entertainment with a mixture of cinematography. I totally understand that, but you see, when you scroll down more to my channel, there is a portion that states that I do product reviews, entertainment, cinematography. I mean, there's a catalog, so it's a bunch of things that I do, but mostly entertainment with a mixture of cinematography. I'm sure you guys have seen the video that I posted out there recently talking about the diagnostic machine. I mean, the first impression video. I've used it for quite some time now. I've diagnosed and worked on few cars since I got it. And yeah, I think this video will be more of sharing my thoughts, my personal thoughts or my opinions about this machine. Yeah, I believe most people really are into this automotive diagnostic thingy of this whole vehicle. I mean, you guys don't know because of late, most of the videos that I've been posting talking about this device happens to get more, I mean, attention on the platform. So getting straight to it, I've had this device for quite some time, like I mentioned, and definitely there will be a few disadvantages and advantages of this device. Firstly, I must start with the disadvantages. I think that is the way to start. So heading straight to the disadvantage. When I was unboxing the product, I'm sure you guys did saw my first impression talking about the quality, or I mean the appearance, the material in general. I believe they could have done a bit more in terms of the build quality. It's not a worse or it's not a bad build quality in the market. I'm sure they are even I've had other diagnostic machine that happens to, I mean, have worse quality or build material than this one. So here I'm not sure if you guys can feel it, but this thing is plastic. Okay, I don't think it's something that might survive a heavy fall. Okay, if you guys have owned this or if you guys have seen it somewhere or seen someone using it, well, it looks nice, especially with the touches that has been, I mean, attached to it, the red labels and all. It look rugged. Okay, just from seeing it, you might think it's very durable, like those caterpillars and all that. Those are very strong. But looking at this one, if you have it in your hands and if you feel it, you will definitely know that this really needs a bit of touch-ups here and there in terms of the build quality. Because trust me, if this thing have to fall down, I really doubt if it's going to survive. I don't think it will survive. It all depends on how heavy it falls and all that. But if it has to fall from this angle, I doubt if this device is going to survive. The second thing that I'll point on, it has to be the software. Okay, so inside, remember this is a tablet. It's I mean, running an Android. Okay, so the Android is the operating system or the software in the machine, and that is what X2 places their software in order for you to be able to diagnose a vehicle. So the software is an Android and it's running Android 5.1 if I'm not mistaken. That's a bit old because guys, right now I think we are on Android 10 or 11 or so, I'm not sure. And having this 5.1, there are a lot of, I mean, features, interfaces, and there are a whole lot of things that when you go through, it feels as if you are using something of, I mean, back then, which is not supposed to be like that because it was actually stated that this is a 2021 device. So with that software, it's really a bummer. At least they're supposed to have upgraded it a little bit. But this is a software, like I mentioned. Maybe as times goes on, they might be able to update it via firmware or through the Wi-Fi. Anything can happen. I'm sure there might be updates as times goes on. The input, okay, this device here does not have much input. I'm not sure if that is how a diagnostic machine is supposed to look, but with what I'm seeing, the input, it feels somehow. So with this tablet, this is the Xtool Ez400 Pro, and it's only got the ports where you plug your diagnostic cable and a charger. That's it, nothing else. No headphone jack, no HDMI, no memory card slot. I have not seen a memory card slot on this. I haven't seen any. So it's just two inputs. So let's just assume that if you by any chance break this pot, or if something happens to this pot, which means you will not be able to diagnose any vehicle again. That will be the end of it. And that is, I mean, I pay so much for this. I really pay so much for this, to the extent that with what I'm getting here, I don't know. Maybe that is it. That is how it's supposed to be. I'm really not satisfied. I'm happy, and at the same time, I'm not happy as well. So that has to be with the input side. Let's move to the fourth thing, which happens to be the battery life. Okay, all this that I'm saying is not even written. I haven't even scripted it. This is just coming straight out of my head. I'm just trying to memorize the difficulties and I mean the problems that I've been facing using this machine. So when I unboxed this tablet, I saw on the manual that it's 4000 milliamp power, which I thought it would have been, I mean, okay for the usage. I mean, it's just for business. This is not for media consumption by any means. So my phone is actually running 5000 milliamp power. So I thought, okay, so this is 4000 milliamp power, which means it should be okay. Not really bad, but it should be fine. But so far, I'm not quite sure what's the issue here. But the tablet does not seem to last very well. It's 4000 milliamp hour, and I'm not sure if I should consider a battery replace. I don't know what is happening. I charged the device. I placed it on charge. I went outside and I came the following day, only to diagnose someone's car. I switched it on and the power was dead. The battery was full when I left. I'm like, but I did nothing. I didn't watch anything. The display was just on. That was it. So maybe I don't know what happened, but when I came in, the battery was all gone. But the advantage is you will also be able to charge it through the car when you are diagnosing. Once you plug the device to a vehicle to charge, it's also going to use the power of the car to charge the device, which is okay, because I know there's one diagnosis. I'm not sure if it is the Altel MK808. It does not charge, but I'm not sure if it is that one. It does not charge when you are diagnosing. So I think that will have to be the disadvantages of this tablet. I don't want to list a bunch of things. I mean, I don't want to make it feel as if I'm tarnishing the company's name, or I mean, I'm happy. It's a great device. I'm happy overall. But these are the disadvantages, the problems that I've been facing. Hence, I'm putting it out here so that if you guys by any means want to buy one in future anytime soon, you will know what to expect. Moving on to the advantages, I'm sure there are a bunch of it. So let's just get straight to it. So one of the advantages that I will list out here, software. Okay, the software that you are getting here, well, I think it's okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. You see, since I got this tablet, I've updated it for about 3 times now, if not more. So what happens is every now and then X2 releases a new update for different cars, for different settings, different information, and every now and then you can get an update every now and then. So yeah, I think the reason why they did that is because there are some limitations to this tablet. Okay, when I first purchased this, my aim was to diagnose vehicles, all vehicles, which is it does diagnose all vehicle full system. And my second aim was to also do mileage corrections for cars as well. But here is the thing, it does not correct mileage for most of the cars. I think that's what I would say, because since I got the machine, I've been receiving a lot of calls of people who are actually planning to drop or adjust their mileages. Don't ask me questions about that. I've had a Ford Fortuner. I was unable to diagnose a Ford for. I mean, not diagnose, drop a mileage for Ford Fortuner. I was unable to drop it for Nissan Tiida. I was unable to drop it for a Kia Picanto. So guys, if you are willing to buy this, these are some of the cars that you won't be able to do mileage corrections for. Ford Fortuner, it does not work. Kia Picanto, it does not work. Nissan Tiida, it does not work. I'm not sure why is that, but hey, there are a lot of cars that this machine will not be able to adjust mileage for. There are also a bunch of cars that it can also drop or adjust mileages for. So I'm not sure why some of them, but it seems like a lot of them does not work. I mean, you may see Kia, but when you click inside the Kia, you will see about 2 or 3 cars that it can only do mileages for. So I don't think they really designed this for mileage purposes. They only gave the option so you'll be able to do it for few cars, not all cars. So when it comes to mileage adjustment, I'm a bit limited. That happens to be a problem as well. But here's the thing, which happens to be the advantage, okay? Every now and then, this company is releasing a new update, and that's nice because I feel like, okay, if today I do not have updates for Kia Picanto, maybe in some time to come, they might release an update for that particular car, which is a nice thing because every now and then they release an update. That happens to be the first on the list when it comes to the advantages. The next thing that will have to be on my list will have to be the diagnosing option. Okay, so when you diagnose a vehicle and it gives you the report, you are also able to check the results. Let's say when I diagnose it and it says temperature sensor with the fault code of P0 something whatever, and you click on that fault code, it will be able to direct you to the internet to find the meaning of what the fault code is, even if you don't understand. Because sometimes when it says temperature sensor, you won't be able to know, okay, where is it located and all that. So that code would take you through to the internet. If you have internet access on the device, it will redirect you to the internet to be able to search what the exact problem is, and that is very nice. Third advantage of this machine, special functions. Okay, there are a whole bunch of special functions on this device. I mean, there are a whole lot of nice things when it comes to the software. I mean, since I got it, I've been able to do brakes bleeding. I just connected the device, just a few clicks, and then automatically it bleeds the brake. I mean, automatically it bleeds the brake. So it does have a couple of special functions. You'll be able to test the radiator fan. You'll be able to check the electrical windows, the service functions. You'll be able to clear airbags. You'll be able to, I mean, there's a whole lot when it comes to the special functions, and there are a bunch of cars that you'll be also able to diagnose when it comes to the diagnosing section. I really think this machine really shines when it comes to diagnosing part, but when it comes to the mileage adjustment, maybe there could be a little bit of improvement here and there. I think the final thing that I should touch on will have to be the screen size. Guys, it's not the best resolution out there. It's not a full HD, it's not a 4K by any means, but it's very big, it's very large. I mean, this is, I think, 7-inch display, so you are able to see the details very huge. It's very clear as well, because even in bright day sunshine, you'll still be able to see what is happening on the tablet. So yeah, overall I think I should just put my final thoughts about this whole device. I don't want to put this video too long, because there are a whole bunch of Xtool videos that I've made so far. So my final thoughts about this: who is this device for? Okay, I think this device will be best for people or someone who is actually trying to start a diagnostic company but does not want to break the bank. Well, it is expensive, but I believe it is affordable compared to the other devices or diagnostic machines as well. You can actually use this. Is best for an individual person who is trying to start up his or her own company. It's not the best in the market. You just need to know what your intentions are when you are buying this. If it is for diagnosing, that's perfect. For every car, most of the cars, I mean, there are tens of ports that it came with. You guys just saw the unboxing video. There are a whole lot of ports for different cars. So if it is about diagnosing, I really think you should go for it. But if it is about mileage adjustment or key programming, that becomes a problem because it does not support most of the vehicles. So mileage adjustment, it does for some of the vehicle. Key programming, it does for some of the vehicle. You cannot program BMWs. You cannot correct mileage with BMWs. Most of the cars, it doesn't work. But when it comes to the diagnosing side, you get all the functions, man. So I think, yeah, overall, someone like me who is willing to I mean, I do buy and sell cars, so I really believe it's going to help me when I'm going to do some car viewings. I don't even need to talk much with the seller. I just need to plug it in and then see what is happening, and if I want to buy it, I purchase it. So I think, yeah, for its price, I think it serves the purpose. So yeah, if you're in the market looking for this, just know that it's an awesome tablet. There are also other ones that I think you can consider if you want something a bit higher than this one. I believe there's the D8 or D7. I'm not sure which exact one is that. And there's also the Outer. There are a whole bunch of, I mean, perfect ones, better ones than this one, which you can just do a few researches and then yeah, I think you should be able to pick the best out there. So overall, so far so good. If you got any questions based on this device, feel free, drop it in the comment section. I'll try my possible best to answer all your questions. And I've noticed most of the people who watch my diagnostic videos, they just watch. You guys do not subscribe, you guys do not like the videos. Please, don't let it happen to this video as well. I mean, you know the effort we take to provide you with all this content. I'll really appreciate it if you can hit on the like button, subscribe button, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.